Mel Radford here to talk to you about advanced flux vector control. This is the A700 variable frequency drive from Mitsubishi. Why is it special? The A700 implements real sensorless vector control. Real sensorless vector control is advanced magnetic flux vector control on steroids. Gives you the ability to use an open loop motor, in other words your standard asynchronous motor, AC motor, but achieve closed loop performance with no encoder. You ask how that happens. The theoretical motor model and the actual motor model are matched using an auto-tuning routine at startup. That auto-tuning routine is used continuously throughout the life of the drive to basically tune or change the actual motor model to reflect the theoretical model. What does that do for you? 50% energy savings is what that does for you. So in pumping applications, fan applications, conveying applications, you save money by implementing the A700 series drive. Now, it doesn't stop there. We have a built-in PLC. So if you have a small application where you need to do a little bit of logic, do that right in the drive. You don't have to have a separate PLC. Now, if you want to have a separate PLC, all the communication options are built into this drive. So you can add boards for Ethernet, CC-Link, Profibus, all the most acceptable or the most accepted communication networks. We have the Pony or daughter boards for, which I'll show you in just a second. Also, USB is built in, so we can just open the USB. USB accessible from the front panel so that your laptop can connect and you can utilize our configuration software. The configuration software allows you to completely commission the drive without ever touching the parameter unit. Now, what does that do for you? That saves you 80% on your commissioning time. Here is the built-in USB. Again, it is accessible from the front panel so that you don't have to remove the cover on the drive so that when the drive is running, we don't have to worry about disconnecting power to connect to it, to get off our various values or do any type of parameterization. From the bottom of the drive, of course, all of our drives are finger safe from the bottom of the drive. This is a conduit connection which allows you access to the motor and power connections. The parameter unit, as I said before, is removable. So you have the thumb wheel switch for the parameter unit. If you don't want to parameterize through the USB, you can utilize the parameter unit. The thumb wheel switch is an active thumb wheel switch. So you rotate the thumb wheel switch to advance or retard through the various parameters. You click the thumb wheel switch to access that parameter, and then you actually change the parameter value with the thumb wheel switch as well. None of those clunky up-down buttons anymore. The ability to reverse the drive from the front panel, start and stop the drive from the front panel. Now that, of course, you can utilize parameters to disable or enable that from the front panel, and the ability to set the mode and the parameters from the front panel. Now, again, this parameter unit is removable. So you can take this parameter unit from drive to drive to drive and transfer parameters to similar applications. So you don't have to reset every single drive that you have out there with similar parameters. Very, very useful. Now the front cover is removable. And we have the 3 daughter board connections, allowing you to add communication options, I/O options, different options from there, up to 3. We have, again, the USB. You have the RS-45 multi-drop communication built in, so you can do multi-drop applications. And you have the Mitsubishi standard terminal block configuration. Again, that terminal block configuration has been the same for the last 20 years. So how you wired your old drive up, you wire your new drive up the exact same way. Couple new for some more advanced features, couple new screw terminals, but your old wiring goes straight into the same point. And by the way, this terminal unit is removable as well if you need to replace the drive so that you don't have to dewire your terminal strip. So all in all, very powerful flux vector, real sensorless vector, saving up to 50% energy savings. Also, if you want to add an encoder to your motor, you can do closed loop control with this drive. So not really a servo, but servo-esque. What can you do with that? You can do gapping, conveying, indexing, wind, unwind applications, and you can do some basic position control as well. Basic position moves point to point. So very powerful drive, A700 variable frequency drive from Mitsubishi. Thank you.